A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a politically charged atmosphere, the U.S. House of Representatives is set to vote next week on a significant proposal that could compel the Justice Department to release its unclassified files related to the infamous sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. This potential vote comes amid mounting pressure and scrutiny surrounding former President Donald Trump, particularly concerning his connections to Epstein. The Democratic Party has raised alarms over emails that suggest Trump may have had deeper knowledge of Epstein's illicit activities than he has previously admitted. One email reportedly indicates that Epstein claimed Trump spent considerable time at his residence with one of Epstein's victims, raising troubling questions about the former president's awareness and involvement. The political stakes are high as the House prepares for this vote. Trump has made attempts to sway two Republican representatives, Lauren Boebert of Colorado and Nancy Mace of South Carolina, urging them to withdraw their support for the discharge petition that would force a vote on the Epstein files. However, both representatives have remained steadfast in their support, despite Trump's efforts, which included a meeting at the White House intended to persuade Boebert to change her mind. The New York Times reported that this meeting occurred shortly after the release of emails that have intensified the focus on Trump's relationship with Epstein. Boebert's refusal to back down has reportedly been fueled by an impression that there might be a conspiracy to conceal the contents of the Epstein files, prompting her to dig in her heels. Mace, meanwhile, has publicly shared her personal history of sexual abuse and reiterated that her support for the petition is deeply personal, further complicating Trump's efforts to navigate this politically sensitive terrain. As the vote approaches, the dynamics within the Republican Party are becoming increasingly complex. Trump loyalists such as Marjorie Taylor Greene and Thomas Massie have also signed the petition, indicating a potential split within the party on how to handle the Epstein issue. The recent swearing-in of Democratic Representative Adelita Grijalva has provided the necessary votes to bring the petition to the floor, and Democrats have accused House Speaker Mike Johnson of intentionally delaying this process to limit the number of votes in favor of the release. The implications of this vote are significant for Trump, who has previously dismissed inquiries into Epstein as a political hoax. However, with the possibility of a bipartisan coalition forming to support the release of the files, Trump could find himself in a precarious position. Ro Khanna, a Democratic representative, has suggested that a significant number of Republicans might side with Democrats in favor of releasing the files, creating a potential rift within the party. If the House passes the bill, it would then move to the Senate, where its fate remains uncertain. Even if it were to pass both chambers, Trump could veto the legislation, but the very act of voting could have lasting repercussions for him and his political future. The upcoming vote is not just a matter of transparency regarding Epstein's activities. It could also serve as a litmus test for Republican lawmakers regarding their loyalty to Trump versus their accountability to their constituents. As the political landscape shifts, some Republicans are expressing frustration with the prolonged focus on Epstein and the potential damage it could inflict on the party. Representative Tim Burchett from Tennessee has called for a straightforward vote, emphasizing the need for the issue to be resolved without further delay. The upcoming vote could either reinforce Trump's standing within the party or expose vulnerabilities that could be exploited in the lead-up to the next election cycle. In the midst of these developments, the White House has dismissed the renewed attention on Epstein as a distraction, with Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt attributing the focus to Democratic tactics rather than substantive issues affecting the government. However, with the political ramifications at play, the upcoming vote on the Epstein files is poised to be a defining moment for both Trump and the Republican Party as they navigate the complexities of public scrutiny and internal divisions. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.